it's already mine. Angry with the boring conversations, sick of doing everything they say. But if you side with me, I'm controlling, but you'll see that you'll get to pick the dirty game to play. Oh, babe, hey, won't you move me out from the lights? Gotta wait and make 'em down there fine. Yeah, it's alright, we won't know that you want it. Don't you be so shy, shy. We will walk the sky, fly. Don't resist, just give it, save us some time. Well, I'm not for your soul, but it's already mine. Decades have been challenged, domination. Never thought you'd have the guts to walk away. Go up to your new boy, you were nothing but a toy. Just another weak mind to manipulate. Oh, babe, your side. I want it all. Hey, won't you move me out from the lights? Gotta wait and make 'em down there fine. Yeah, it's alright, we won't know that you want it. Don't you be so shy, shy. We will walk the sky, fly. Don't resist, just give it, save us some time. Well, I'm not for your soul, but it's already mine.
Stumble from the ashes, lost enigmas in the dust. I cannot remember, though they tell me that I must.
Sky is torn asunder, fear that breaks the brave will not drag me under, climb out of the grave.
Make a sign or false divine, this mark of worth I wear.
And are these faithful scars I bear?
Stand side by side, carry all as one, we can bear this weight. Stand side by side, we won't come undone, for the hands that will carry us home are touched by fate.
Hold on to what you strive for. Hold on to what you fight for. Get up and fight. Reach into the fade. Stop out the abuser. Stop
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and ladies. My name is Sparhawk. I'm bringing you a rescheduled match. Currently chasing Samuro versus Bad by Design in the Division B Northeast. I'm not going to say division, even though I wanted to. And with me tonight, I'm joined by a fellow team member on my Phoenix Rising Amethyst. Her name is Docket. Docket, say hi to everybody.
Hi guys.
Tell everyone a little bit about yourself.
So I'm the offlaner for Phoenix Rising Amethyst. I'm pretty nervous to do this because I've never done a cast before, but I'm super excited, so thanks for having me.
All right. Well, it does look like they are ready. So we... okay, the map bans were Tomb of the Spider Queen and Infernal Shrines for CCS. And BBD banned Braxis and Towers of Doom. And as you can see, we are going to Dragonshire. I like that map. What do you think of Dragonshire, Docket?
I mean, I don't like it very much. I always have a horrible time on it, but you know, it's a fun dynamic. I like how big the map is. I love big maps. I think that they add a lot of dynamic to the team fights and the way teams have to interact with maps. But
no,
yeah,
I 100% agree with you there. Me, myself, I actually like the map. I really do. I really feel if you can nail down how to play it, especially the offlane control or the gank setup that you can get in the offlane, it can really give an advantage. And I casted a match the other night with Bloody Drapes, another friend and caster, and Topaz had the Dragon Knight until like the 11-minute mark. From the 2-minute mark till the 11-minute mark, they never went for Dragon. And then they got kills and just took the Dragon and had some fun. So it can be played so many different ways. I mean, I myself, I don't like early Dragon Knights. I like to get them later on. I'm just checking in with the teams. It looks like we are ready to go. So have you ever had the chance to watch the Division B Northeast at all, Docket?
no, I haven't. This is my first time.
I really like how they play. You may remember Asmo Chad from Phoenix Rising Citrine last season. He now plays for CCS. And I know a lot of the CCS players, really good people. And I recognize a couple on the side of Bad by Design, whether that's through casting, I'm not sure. And these guys seem to be having a conversation, but we will get into this. So again, I want to welcome everybody to the stream. Should be a lot of fun. Again, this is a rescheduled match. They had already done the bans and the pick, but then they realized they needed to reschedule. And then I managed to pick it up, so I got all my information early. And now we're just waiting for the teams. What do you expect to see out of Dragonshire, Docket?
Oh, I don't know. I don't feel like I know enough about the teams to know what people are going to pull, but I'm really hoping that we have some good offlane. I love watching the offlane, so.
Are you thinking Rexar's going to get picked, or is he going to get banned?
I don't see Rexar get picked too often, so I'm going to guess that he's probably going to get banned.
I think he's probably the strongest. Oh, let's get into the draft. 1 second. All right, for those who don't know, this is my ugly face, and Docket decided not to go on camera because her beauty would overwhelm my presence, so she was very nice, deciding not to show herself. But let me tell you guys, she looks like an angel, right? With one of the coolest tattoos you would ever want to put on your head.
Thank you, Spar.
All right, so right away we start with a Junkrat ban. I like that. I mean, Junkrat can be really annoying when you're trying to capture the dragon or hold points. And a Stukov. And Zagara is now unbanned, so she is allowed. We have Samuro. He is just a beast on this map. Hey, Selena, and I do agree. An early Dragon Knight is pretty good for getting rid of the mid towers and the top well. And if that's what you get with an early Dragon Knight, I think you've accomplished major success. So we have a Stitches ban, and we have a first pickup of Deckard. So that healer wanted to make sure they had Deckard. Deckard's a really strong healer, I have to say. The captain of Phoenix Rising, Amethyst, a little barista. Um, I'd like to say she's a Deckard main, but that would be a lie. Because she's strong on just about every healer you could imagine, which is really scary. But she does like Deckard. Then we have a Hanzo Brightwing. What do you think of the Hanzo pickup, Doc?
I'm a little bit excited. I love Hanzo. I think Hanzo's a joy to watch.
Do you think he's going to go for the Q build for the more damage, or the Scattershot build for the more arrows for delay?
My guess is going to be delay.
Okay, and we have Diablo Jaina. So we do have the APOC into a stay a while Jaina blow up, whether she's going to go water elemental or what's freezing circle? What's that called?
Ring
of Frost. That's it. Sorry, I've been casting and playing so many heroes. And if anybody is new to my stream, please leave a follow. It doesn't cost you anything. I am a full-time caster for NGS. However, right now my wife is on a schedule that changes on the 28th. And so I'm casting on the 22nd, the 29th, and then all the next week. Except for when our team is playing. So we have a Sonya and a Tychus. I totally understand that Tychus, good strong hero. And we have Lost Vikings and Tassadar. What do you think of that?
I was not expecting that. But that's going to be a lot of lane pressure.
That's going to be a lot of lane pressure. And the downside is you kill one Viking, you go back to your lane. I mean, another Viking just steps on the point.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So now I totally understand why the Sonya ban. That makes perfect sense. And we have Greymane Malthael. Wow. I think that's a pretty standard comp on the side of Bad by Design. I mean, a lot of push, a lot of aggression, if you want to be. Good defensive capabilities. And Greymane just does Greymane things. Dog looking for a bone. And we have Joanna for the final tank. Awesome. Alright, can do a quick promo, and then we'll see you guys in game. All right, and starting on the side of CCS, we have Cordona on Tassadar. I carry for fun on Brightwing. Yggdrasil, I'll never get that right, on Joanna. Asmochad on Hanzo. Bamudo on the Lost Vikings. Who do we have for Bad by Design?
On Bad by Design, we have Poppin' Fresh on Malthael, Slice on Diablo, Althine on Deckard, Captain Crowley on Greymane, and Lethendra on Jaina.
Who would you give the draft to?
Ooh.
Heroes.
I feel like Bad by Design definitely has a more standard aggressive comp, whereas CCS has a much more lane pushing comp. So my guess is that lanes are probably going to get pushed in a lot, and I feel like CCS might have it.
Okay, will you just make some comments or talk about yourself? I'm just going to start a prediction for game 1. Alrighty, prediction started. Both teams grabbing minions at the start. What do you think about the Malthael against the Vikings?
It looks like Malthael's probably not. To me, I'm not sure because it looks like there's 2 Vikings up top, which tells me that Malthael might have some struggles in the lane. But we'll see how it goes when they rotate, if they do.
And if you aren't aware or you don't remember, if you hit Shift Z, it'll expand your screen out so you can see
You
more.
think yourself worthy?
Thank
to
you.
wield the Dragon
And if you
Knight's
want to see
power?
talents other than tab, you
Take
can just hit
control of the
Control 1
shrines.
and it'll pull it up in the middle of your bottom for you.
Perfect.
And CCS right away, grabbing their camp. Now are they going to go for the invade? I think they are.
Looks like it to
Oh,
me.
Diablo. Here they come from 4 sides. Good wall, except for Cordano's going to get rooted. Nice heal.
It's good
Not
cleanse.
enough. First blood goes to the side of Bad by Design. Cassar goes down. I really think they just overplayed themselves because they put themselves in a position where they were attacked by 4 sides, you know.
Absolutely.
Got jumped on. And right away we have red channel for Bad by Design. I believe the Hanzo and Dex patches are nothing, like nobody's screaming about them. Like, I don't see like all the big teams taking Hanzo and Decker every time. So I mean, I think they just really kind of more neutralized what they wanted to do. Because I haven't seen a big difference with Hanzo, and even when I play Deckard, I don't notice anything super big. That's just me though. I guess I can't say much. I play in Division E West. There's a Viking gonna try. Oh, Jaina's there to poke and stall. There's no attempt there. Bottom. Going up to Malthael. Is trying to keep top, but he's being bullied. By the Mudo being pushed. He's trying to stay on the point. But that little guy with the dart. Oh, I think they're gonna get a kill here, so
Yep.
a half kill. Red channel, back on the side, Bad by Design. So we have a little bit of conflict in the bottom here. Both sides pushing in. Top gets channeled by currently chasing Samuro. Malthael working his way to the mid. Trying to keep some pressure there. I think as the game goes later on, I think the Vikings is just going to be too much for... Oh, they got Diablo blocked. Nice slow by the Deckard. Who took Sapphire and Ruby, but did not take the Emerald. Just took the Mute Mastery. Oh, big dodge. Holly. Potion's out. Brightening goes down. Sorry, go ahead, Deckard. Dog.
That was a good pick.
It was. Oh, they do counter kill with Jaina though. Looks like both Asmochat is sticking around while the other teams go back. Diablo has the soul for 4 minutes. That's pretty good timing. Hey, Wind Up Bird. How you doing tonight? They're back on camps for both teams this time. How's that top lane looking?
How's that top lane looking?
Yes.
Looks like Malthael is still being pretty bullied, just because 2 Vikings are up there.
I see they're rotating Grey Mane up though.
Yes. Let's see how this goes.
Let's just go up and see if we can see any ganks.
They are not able to get the pick.
Samuro playing Vikings. Really smart. Janek keeping an eye on.
Like they're hard to push
cheekiness of that's not Baylog. Baylog's the big one. Back to the bottom. Sorry, I
Diablo
was
very
watching him chase a
narrowly
bike.
made it out.
Cans are online for CCS. While I have this exact in, I will go over them really fast. We have Archon, Tassadar, Blink Heal. We have Falling Swords, Dragon's Arrow, and Play Again. What do we have for the side of Bad by Design?
We've got Last Rites, Apocalypse, Stay a While and Listen, Cursed Bullet, and Summon Water Elemental.
Any of the ultimates stand out to you as a surprise or no?
I'm a little bit surprised about the Water Elemental, just because I was thinking that they might go for a bigger combo with the Ring, APOC, and Stay a While.
I would agree with that, actually, especially with the Greymane. You know, you lock them, that's so much lockdown, you're guaranteed to blow somebody up. Poor Malthael, he's just running back and forward. Who do I kill? Sorry, back to the bottom. And Hanzo does go down. Joanna goes down. Chase is on. Back off. We have a Psionic Storm build from the Tassadar. I can respect that. Just a little bit of back and forth going on right now. A little bit of a stalemate.
Hero slain.
Again, I want to welcome everybody to the stream. I'm joined by my fellow team player on Phoenix Rising Amethyst, Docket. Docket, say hi to the new people.
Hi, guys.
See, listen to her voice. You need to be involved just so we can get her to do more casts with me. Again, 7-8 minute mark, 12-12. No Dragon Eggs taken yet. None able to. Camps are going to be taken. Or are they going to invade? No invade, but they're pushing for that fort. They're gonna get it, because that's what Chad bopping that off. Thirteens are hit first by CCS. Just gonna take a look at what's going up top. Malthael's still doing his thing. I think he's doing a pretty good job holding his own, though.
Yeah. He is getting pretty bullied, though.
Hero slain.
Oh, and we have Diablo dead in the middle. Sorry, I wasn't able to get to that gank in time. I just saw tip point starting to chunk down faster than I could poke up there. Oh, best sound effect in the game is Cursed Bullet. Heard it go out. I just have to. I think Cursed Bullet's got the best sound effect. You know, it's like a bullet whizzing by you. Looks like they're gonna CCS rotating down. Take the big bruiser camp. And this can help push this bottom. Bad by Design, looking to figure out where they are. Now know where they are, however they are too late. Just about a quarter of a level lead. 4-3 in kills, literally an even game still. Now they're grabbing their siege camp.
Diablo is almost ganked mid, but not quite.
Yeah, yes, be careful. He's not really the Lord of Terror at the moment. Oh, APOC goes out. Catches one person. Stay a While goes out. Greymane on the Tassadar. And nothing happens. A whole lot of punches in the throne, but nobody goes down. Both teams just playing so wisely. The healers are just on point with getting the heals to the person who needs it.
Absolutely.
How's top going?
So far, still a lot of back and forth.
I figure you're an offlaner, and when I cast with Drapes, he always does that. He always pays attention to the offlane, right? So I just call the game and it's like, hey, what's going on up top?
Absolutely. There's definitely been a lot of back and forth for the shrine, but neither of them are really getting a lot of purchase on each other.
They have 16 now. I wonder if they're going to make an aggression for a Dragon Knight. Diablo stalking in the bush.
Looks like they're gonna give it a shot.
However, Deckard is sneaking bottom. You're not going to be able to stop it. So we're gone 11 and a half minutes without a Dragon Knight. 16's online for both teams. What stats do you want to see, Selena? Yeah, I can show you stats. Whoa. 1 second. Sorry, I had an error on my...
Bad by design, I'm unable to get the pick mid.
Thank you for covering me.
Yeah, of course.
You are slain.
So yeah, right now, siege damage, we have 90,000 for Taz, 91 for the Malthael. Hero damage, we have 37 for the Hanzo, the 34,000 for the Taz. On the other side, we have 24 for Malthael, 25 for the Greymane. What else we got here? I think we'll deal with that one. And your XP. I'll leave that up for just a bit before I go back to town. I 100% agree with you. Right. Alright, going back to talents. Bottom being channeled by red again. They also have top.
Camps.
I really like this Jaina build. What are your thoughts on it?
Oh, let's see.
Chris Bullock was out. Saywald was out. Apoc's coming out. Catches no one. No problem. Whenever you want to see him, just ask. I'm here for you guys. And girls.
I don't know about you, but I definitely feel like Numbing Blast might have been the play here since we didn't take Ring of Frost.
Oh, for sure. Oh, they get Deckard. They're going to have double kill with Jaina. Oh, who are they focusing on? That's Greymane. Greymane goes down. 3 for 0. I think this is the Dragon Knight going over to the side of CCS. What do you think, Doc?
I think we're about to see a Dragon Knight, the first one of the game.
In 14 minutes. Definitely get a bit of work done. Do they go mid, or are they just going to go bottom and try and get that bottom keep with 3 down?
I think they're going to push bottom keep.
Yeah, they have 20 seconds.
Blue team has destroyed.
Looks like
a
they've got
fort.
mid.
I really like what Viking with Mito's doing with the Dragon Knight. He stayed away to avoid the second tower shot, but keeping the light of the Dragon Knight healthier. It always torques me when I see a Dragon Knight kind of stand in the middle and get hit by both towers.
The red team's core is in peril.
They can't end here. They can't
Putting
maybe get some
pressure.
core damage done. Can they end here?
Not sure, but they're definitely probably going to leave it den. That was a good cleanse on Brightwing Star.
Ape Jig, Apoc going out. Capture 8 Diablo though, with the wall, 30%, 29%,
Last
22,
strike goes out.
Viking goes down, 10%, 9%, 0. Good
Wow.
game, CGS. What a play. Oh my, wow.
Was not expecting an end there.
All right, so now we have to take this video back to PRA and show them how it's done.
Exactly.
All right, so let's look at our healing stats. We got 61,000 for Brightwing, 60,000 for the Deathwing. I mean, for the Deckard. I have Deathwing on my mind. So really good job by them. Experience-wise, Vikings with 28 and Malthael with 20. Nothing to be ashamed of there. Damage, it was Tass and Hanzo at about 58,000. And then a big drop off to 40,000 for the other side. And siege damage, again, I mean, really, really well played by CCS. What were your thoughts on your first game? What did you think?
I really enjoyed that game. I thought that the Lost Vikings did a really good job at keeping Malthael occupied and soaking at the same time. I think that it was very impressive on CCS's part. I feel like, unfortunately, Bad by Design just kind of got outplayed.
Right. Yeah, that was a good game. I think that the X factor of the Vikings being able to really keep control of the Malthael, getting no Malthael value. You know, 0 kills. He didn't die, you know, but he didn't get any kills on the Vikings. So really good job by him. I have to say that at the end of each match, I like to pick an MVP. And there was a lot to choose, but I think I do have to give it to the X Factor, which is Bermudo on the Lost Vikings. What do you think?
I think it's either the Lost Vikings or Brightwing. I thought Brightwing had some great cleanses that game, especially that last one at the very end. I think that absolutely saved the game for them.
You can only pick one. So you're going Brightwing, and I got Lost Vikings. I used to do one from both teams, and I decided I'm just going to go with my MVP. And sometimes I do pick an MVP on the losing side just because of the way they played. But you're right, it's tough. Now, the Brightwing cleanses were so on point. Like you said, that big one at the end was just phenomenal. All right, I'm just going to play some music for everybody while we wait for them to make the next lobby. I really want to send a thank you to everybody for tuning into the games tonight. Really appreciate it.
All rivalries are so hard to mend. Where it's so easy to choose your friends. You were there by my side, a friend through it all. Now I'm beaten and bruised and I'm falling apart. Though I tear and divide, I won't let you fall. There is blood pumping through your machine of a heart. Reclaimer, yeah. Don't make a promise that you can't keep. Can't fix this madness, it runs too
I guess while we're waiting, I will finish my prediction.
You were there by my side when the chips they were down. Now I'm beaten and bruised and I'm falling apart. Though I tear and divide, I won't let you drown. There is blood pumping through your machine of a heart. Reclaimer.
Oh, congrats, Selena, on your 320 channel points. right now, we're just currently waiting for the next lobby to get posted. So as soon as we get it, we'll get right back into the action. Start with us.
Some heart on a battered and barren road. Together, though we're worlds apart, in unison bear the load. But we will never hold the weight if we cannot communicate.
So, Docket, what were your thoughts on your first Division B-NorthEast match that you watched?
This is exciting. I wasn't quite sure what to expect in terms of what I would be seeing on the maps, and I really wasn't expecting Vikings, and so I think that was a really fun choice.
Right.
I think I'm just excited to be here. This is so much fun.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
What did you think?
I really liked it. I thought it was back and forth many times. The game could have went any way, and all it took was one 3-man kill with a Dragonite early on and just taking it forward. I mean, that's the advancement of people in this division. You know, they know their calls, they know what they're going to do, and they just do it.
Absolutely. I think that's one of my favorite parts about watching the teams who you can tell how to really play together and work together well is that it's just so fluid.
Yep, and I see we have our lobby up. Let's join in. And we're going to Battlefield Eternity. Picked by Bad by Design. Take a look. If you'd like to, Docket, you can tell them that we are ready when they are. Alright, looks like we're getting into it. Let's just fade out this music and let's get ourselves into the draft. Throw a quick promo. Let's get into this draft. Oh, why did my Docket disappear? Let me take a look. There you are.
Perfect.
Yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes it bugs out. And it doesn't show the picture. And I haven't figured that one out yet. Alright, so we are going to Battlefield of Eternity. Did I choose the right map? Yes, I did. Okay. Thought I had a brain issue for a minute. So the Hanzo gets banned out. They're saying that was enough. And the May banned because she is just super strong. Either you're going offensive or especially on a defensive posture when you're going for the Immortals.
Absolutely.
So we have Sonya ban. So no leap shenanigans going on
Sonya's been banned twice now.
by CCS. So I'm guessing there's probably a really strong Sonya player on their side.
Yeah, absolutely.
The downside with Asmochad is you can't ban him out of heroes. That's just the biggest issue. We do have a Gazlo ban. So what are we thinking for offlaners then? Malfurion, Leoric. I don't know if they play Diva at this rank. Probably not. But I think Diva is really strong here.
Yes, I agree.
Hogger, maybe?
I could see Hogger.
We have Junkrat, Samuro with an Anduin Rainer. Wowzers.
Do you think we might see an Artanis?
If we do, I think it'll be on the side of bad by design. But even, I think I don't know if they're going to go... Samuro's going to be taking camps. You could run Junkrat in the off lane. I run Junkrat in the off lane. But he's strong in the 4-man. Especially with getting kills. Stitches gets banned out and the Varian, so there's no taunt shenanigans. I like the Stitches ban, because the last thing you need is the Stitches into Gorge, into Yeet of Faith by Anduin, into a wall, and you just die. They have Joanna. Oh, and Mephisto, a friend of yours.
I love Mephisto. He's so much.
So what are we getting for our last two? We need a tank. And I'm going to say damage. Because I think Samuro's going to be all over the place. Because he can soak and then disappear, come back and soak.
I agree.
A Nubarak Greymane. So Greymane is their race. And the other side has Rainer, if he goes Exterminator. So, who's the offlaner? Who do you take? Malthael? Oh, Urel.
Urel.
Another friend of yours, I think.
This is going to be exciting. I'm excited to watch Urel.
So, who do you think won the draft?
I think in terms of race, I feel like Bad by Design might have it. But I think that it's possible that CCS might get ahead in experience very quickly with Samuro.
All right, so getting into Battlefield of Eternity, we have Cordona on Greymane, Bamudo on the Samuro, a Carry for Fun on Stukov, Asmochad on the Junkrat, and Ygrath Liel on a Nubarak. What about Bad by Design?
You've got Althine on Anduin, Poppin' Fresh on Urel, Lithendra on Raynor, Captain Crowley on Mephisto, and Slice on Johanna.
I like Battlefield of Eternity. It's another one of my more favorite maps to play on.
I do enjoy Battlefield.
Prepare yourselves.
All right,
for
so let's
battle,
shift out.
heroes.
Let's bring up some... hit the wrong button.
Oh, what did I do to deserve being
Let's do this
stuck
again.
with you?
Shift out. Bring up some talents. Zoom out for everybody. All right, well, this goes on. I'm going to make a prediction, so
The
you
battle
can talk a little
begins
bit if you
in
want about the map.
10 seconds.
Well, I can talk a little bit about the map.
Yes. How the
Okay,
map
sounds-
works and such.
So the main objective is to race between immortals, and whoever wins the race gets the immortal. I personally really like the dynamic of it. I think it's really, really fun to see how different teams go about when you defend and when you go offensive. And I think that this is going to be a fun game.
All right, prediction has started. Let's go back to the channel. Now we'll get you guys into the game with some volume. So if you don't mind, I'm going to ask you to try and keep an eye on that top.
Okay.
Or you can just go up and see action. Keep an eye on it. Let us know how it's turning out.
Absolutely.
Minions are coming. Again, it's a single lane map, so it's not like they're going to have some floaty so. Joanna dives in there heavy. Chastised by ambulance. I gotta reload my player.
Stringer is rotating up.
I think it's going to the camp.
Yes, I think
He
so.
did take the Terminator, so... Tell you a funny story. I think Bear and I think Dom was with us. We were playing a Storm League. We had a Rainer. And the guy picked Rainer. Doesn't go Exterminator on Battlefield Eternity. We were like, man, because we were losing every race.
Yeah.
We were the first ones there and figure it out before we did.
Samuro was looking to contest top camp, but he backed out.
Oh, nice stun. Good shield and unstoppable. We have reactive ballistas force for the Stukov, so that means they won't be going the lurking arm style build. Oh, look at this sneaky shenanigans.
Be wary. Our eternal battle will soon be upon you.
Surprised they actually did that. I mean, they knew they couldn't contest that camp.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of just wasted time of getting there. They do cap it. Immortals are about to spawn.
I shall purge
Top
your
bottom.
evil
Done.
from this
I'm going to
land.
drop the talents so we can get both in as the race happens. You can also see it on the right hand side. Looks like the race is happening faster for the red team right now.
Our battle cannot remain here.
And I think they're just going to race and burn the shield down.
Looks like it.
Oh, they are diving in hard this time. That by design is coming out to play. Bring up talent again. It looks like the first more is gonna go to the red team. I mean, blue team, sorry, my bad. First blood goes over to the side of CCS. Second blood. Double kill. Looks like we have a triple kill possibly.
We might have.
Oh,
Ooh.
need a face. Urel jumps right back into danger. But as Anubarak decides not to dive and follow up. 2 for 0. Good trade for CCS.
I march for hell's gates. I shall march.
Looks like CCS is going to push bottom.
I think that makes sense. First Immortal, not that strong. You know, just let
I
it
agree.
do its thing. The other team has to answer to it. And getting rid of that well, a real bonus. It was really get unstoppable to not get booped into a situation of trouble.
Thus ends my assault on hell.
Bottom fort goes down.
Looks like they'll take camp. And I think they are going to rotate and take top camp since it was up there, knowing they can't contest the bottom. Samuro trying to be annoying up there. CCS rotating up, gets spotted by Slice, gets hit for the flashlight. I think they're going to go for top fort up here. Keep them busy so that can't get worse bottom. What do you thought?
Looks like that's exactly what's going on. I think that they're going to try and hard push and get this keep. And they have a camp bottom putting on some lane pressure.
Helping Samuro against the route, correct. Joanna takes that level 4 subdue. I mean, just the greater slow. I mean, it's one of those quests in the game where if you finish it, awesome. And if you don't, most people don't care about it. Alright, they are giving up and they are going aggressive right away. Red's coming in to try and defend. 10s are going to be online pretty soon for CCS. The last thing they want to do is die here, so they got to play safe. Trying to focus on Stukov. Doesn't work. Gets the heal out. Looks like they're just going to poke while grabbing their camp. I think it's a really smart idea.
Definitely going to put some pressure on those lanes.
Halftime show is won by CCS. Alright, level 10s. While I have this free, I'm going to wait till after the Immortals are done. Alright, so all the action is going to be up here. The pistols all goes out. I won't spoil it for everybody else talking. What ultimate was that talking?
Say that one more time.
What ultimate did Logistics use?
Endurance of Hate.
Okay. Big fight, nice knock away for the Junkrat. Dreaming gets a bit of a stun. They are focusing hard onto the pistol and secure it. Secure the Immortal. Get a double kill onto Anduin. They're going to get Urel here. Oh. Good save. So it's Immortals going top. It looks like they are going bottom for keep. Well, we have time for CCS level 10s. We have Go for the Throat. We have Illusion Master, Massive Shove, Riptire, and Cocoon. What do we have for Bad by Design?
We've got Light Bomb, Ardent Defender, Rainer's Raider, Endurance of Hate, and Falling Sword.
Oh, and first kill on an Uberak for the side of Bad by Design. They needed that. Nice Massive Shove. That puts Stukov in a world of trouble. I think he's going to go down.
I think he is.
It's almost like we know this game. We predict things before they happen. Meanwhile, though, the Immortal lost his shield, so now he's in melee combat. But they're going to be able to take this, and he's not going to get much done because he's going to get both gun towers, though, so that's a good thing. And they got close to the same value in the bottom lane.
I must rest for a time.
So right now, kills are 4-2, 12-12, about half a level, just shy half a level. Bottom camp again gets picked up by CCS. Samuro doing Samuro things, being annoying. 13s are going to come online. Are you going to try and get in there? Oh, and Nubrak just misses it. Need of Fate goes out. Riptire's coming. Cocoon goes out. Light Bomb goes out. This is going to catch a few.
Good Light Bomb.
This could hurt. Does Nubrak have a dive? He's in trouble. A Nubrak Sukov go down. 4-40 kills. Good counter presence by Bad by Design. They turned that fight on a dime.
That was an excellent Light Bomb.
It was very good. And I mean, I totally respect the dive with the lurking arm on the Nubrak. They just weren't able to get vision onto it. Realize that, you know, even the dive is just a little too late.
Looks like Urel is staying top and Mephisto is staying bottom.
Yeah, I think Mephisto was just killing time till Urel. Oh no, that's not going to happen. I'm surprised. I figured Urel would have rotated the bottom. But they are going on Samuro.
There is no escaping my
Okay, now the Immortals are in a defensive posture, meaning they're on their own side, own team's side. They got a Rainer's Raider poking on the Immortal. Riptire is ready to go. They do capture their camp. Light Bomb goes out.
Not too much follow-up though.
Oh, Joanna goes down. Anduin goes down. I think you're all her protection gave her a lot of hit points. Alright, they're gonna, I think they caught Urel.
I think they're gonna get her. Yep.
That's 3. Now, are they going for Immortal or going for Core at that point?
I think Immortal is the safe play.
Yes, that is what it is.
I must take up a new position.
I guess the question is this time, do they want to push with it? Oh no, it's halftime show. My bad. I'm like, where is it? Where's the Immortal? Oh wait, it's still at 2 points. This is going to be a heavily shielded 13-minute Immortal. It is going to push bottom. There's that gun tower, or they have the well, and up top they don't. Well, they do too. Just more wall damage. Big falling
That
sword.
was big. Durance misses,
Big
but they still
focus
secure
on
the kill.
Stukov, though. 16s are online for CCS, so I don't know if they're going to want to stay in here down their healer. Meanwhile, though, the Immortal bottom is taking heat. With 2 people on it, so it is actually a 3v3. I love those shooting traps when they play Junkrat. They're just so... It's like, I'm coming to get you. I'm coming to get you. Stukov is back. Get on his way. Oh, go ahead.
Bad by Design's core is down to 78%, but they fought off the Immortal.
Anduin goes down. Light Bomb is up, so is Falling Sword. They don't have the healer though, so I think they're getting more out of this unless they choose to back off. Both teams are 16. Big silence. Durance goes out. Big falling sword into a rip, but a Riptire is going to come out. Urel absorbing. Everybody stop their attack. Because they're going to focus on Mephisto when he pops out. Can't eat a phase that dead person. And Greymean's going to die. but he didn't die in vain. He died running from the course, as most people have in the game. So both keeps down on the side. Bad by design. What is the play? And 2 dead. They could camp invade this if they wanted to. I think they're going to just go with camps here. Alright, and let's throw some stats for everybody, because I know I was asked earlier. I'll leave this out for now.
I will deliver this realm from your corruption, Hellspawn.
Back on, gonna drop this for a second. Red putting some damage on, I'm not sure which, more than which of the 4 guys. Everybody's up.
They have a camp pushing both top and bot.
Yeah, well, all they want to do is keep them here. Somebody has to come back. And it looks like it's Urel. So now that's going to give him the opportunity to go offensive on the Immortal. Looks like he's going to be dreamy. I mean, this is a smart call. They all go back. They clean up the camps before the halftime show. They did do some damage, so they can defend when they switch. This is going to be the nail biter. Honestly, this is the fight that decides who wins the game.
Yep.
If you're sneaky, yes. If it's bad by design, it gets you back in the game.
That Anubarak's done totally knocked him out of position for that.
Big rip tire. Big rip tire. Anduin goes down. Urel goes down. Joanna trying to run.
Yep, there he goes.
Mephisto goes down. Triple kill. Quad kill.
Red team's core is under attack. Our glory radiates through this land.
And this is going to be game. I guess the only question here is, does the Immortal actually make it to the course? And that is GG. Oh. Good game. 2-0 domination by CCS. 14-6 were the kills. Healing, 81,000 on the Stukov. Very well done. 62,000 for Althine on Anduin. Let's look at Siege. Samuro at 14,000. Then Urel and Mephisto at 12. Top damage was CCS. 69, 41, 40,000. I mean, I really think they bullied bad by design.
I agree. Absolutely.
All right, so let me update my map score. And let's go to the screen so you guys can see it while I see if we can get a winner's interview. Looks like I'm gonna have to do it in game. All right, let's see if we get somebody. I'll put some music on, turn it down when the person shows up.
Hello.
Asmo Chad, how you doing?
I'm doing well. How about you, Sparhawk? It's been a hot minute.
It has been a hot minute. Nice to see you're still kicking ass and taking names.
It's just part of being with CCS. I'm a class trader ×2, from CCS to PRE Sports to CCS again.
Totally fine, as long as you're having fun where you're at. I'm just going to pause this music so we can do a good interview and not override your phenomenal voice. So, how you guys feeling about the win?
It feels pretty good. Just real quick though, shout out. Thank you for letting us reschedule PBT. Huge thank you.
Can I ask what occurred
that.
for the reschedule?
Pardon?
Can I ask why the need of the reschedule? Because you guys were in lobby apparently. You had map everything but lobby.
We had all the lobbies set up, and our tank didn't quite make it home from work at that time, unfortunately. And by the time he did get home, it was 10 o'clock. So.
Well, that was very nice of Bad by Design.
Absolutely.
I have a feeling, though, if you guys play them again this season, they won't be so kind.
I'm just very appreciative to them. It's,
right.
I've had teams in the past take advantage of it and just take the wins.
Yeah.
So it's very refreshing to see people.
Well, most teams in NGS, they like to play fair, and some teams will take the cheap win, but most teams, they don't mind, as long as nobody's pressuring them. So good.
Well, I figure that it's honorable to point out the people that are doing well. Like, anyways.
Oh, it's gotta change my. So we're sitting and talking by the fireplace. That's what I was hoping to do. Okay, so let's get into Dragonshire. You guys played back and forth. Kills went back and forth. My X Factor was Bermudo on Lost Vikings. Sorry if I butchered his name wrong. To me, it paid off. Malthael couldn't do anything. You guys just played back and forth until, you got the triple kill, you took the dragon, and you ended the game. Explain to me how, from start to end of the game, how that happened, right? You don't have to go into every detail, but what built up to going core at that time? Because I was surprised.
Essentially, we saw the Diablo Greymane pick, and we knew, if we were going to try and outburst trade them, we weren't going to be able to. There wasn't really anything we could do to outburst trade them, so we instead decided to opt into the Hanzo and the TAS, where we could outpoke them, and over long battles of attrition, we just came out on top with health bars and slowly were able to whittle down their fort. Because it's really hard to push into a fort when you don't have a wave, and Tassadar deletes waves. So anytime we rotated out, we had TAS clear the wave. So our structures just remained a little bit healthier, and theirs got whittled down. By the time the first Dragon Knight came along, we had pretty much enough momentum to just send it straight to core.
That was wild. I know you, and I know Bermudo and others on the team, so I know what you guys are capable of doing. But I think Dockett will agree with me that when you guys pulled that off, that was just awe-inspiring, right? It's we got triple kill. We're just going to take a dragon. Because both of us were like, can they core now? Right? And
we were
pulled it off.
We were doubtful if we could core either. We were sitting there should we just take another keep or should we go for it? But we decided, hey, we've got a Viking in the Dragon Knight. We might as well just send it at the core, and if the Viking dies, the Viking dies. But
exactly.
We figured, hey, the core is at 30%. Let's just full commit.
What about you, Dockett? Do you have any questions in regards to the Dragonshire?
I did have a question. I was wondering what your comms were like. How do you keep everything in check and going smoothly so you can kind of build up that momentum?
So right now, I've been on a lot of different teams, and every team just comms differently, and I think I like the way CCS is doing it. Probably one of the better it's hard to top my days on Phoenix Rising Citrine, but CCS is getting pretty darn close with we each individually input a lot of information, and as a team sort of like mull through it, and then we have one person, which is generally Cordona, or if it's regarding the offlane B-Med, to like confirm that we are taking a certain action. So we don't necessarily have one shot caller per se, but we do have one person that will say yes or no to each end idea. So for example, like B-Med will call out the rotation of the Malthael, and then we'll let him know where each of their team is if anybody's missing. And after we give all that information, somebody will say, well, should we rotate mid and gank the Malthael? And Cordona will either yes or no it. And if he yeses it, we go, and if we no, it's the end of it.
Absolutely. Very cool. Thank you.
I also have to say, I really liked your Hanzo play. You really surprised me. I'm like, Asmochat playing Hanzo?
No, I was meleeing at some points. It was Cordona's task that was really the MVP of that game. He was hitting nutty walls.
Yes.
Super good positioning. It was. I was really impressed by Cordona's task.
Well, when it came down to it, and Docket and I had to choose the MVP, I went with B-Med on the Vikings because they made Malthael's life a living hell. He got no kills off of them. You know, he didn't die, but he couldn't deal with the Vikings. And Docket gave hers to Brightwing because some of those cleanses Brightwing pulled off were incredible.
Yeah, Jake, who is our Brightwing, is very, very good at healing.
Well, awesome. Okay, so let's move on to Battlefield of Eternity. Did you guys get everything in the comp that you were hoping for?
Yeah, we were actually initially thinking the main 3 picks we wanted, because we knew we had Stukov. We were thinking, all right, so they're gonna probably ban 2 out of these 3 of Stukov, Junkrat, and Samuro.
They didn't.
And all of them went through, so we're just like, you know what? Let's just take them all together. I think in particular, it was kind of difficult, especially with the Anubarak from Mephisto, to get a whole lot of value, because we had, if he shaded in, he would get cocooned, and if cocoon was down, there would be a mine at his feet when he returned. So it was generally a very like zone-oriented comp that once we like got somebody out of position, we could just run at them and finish it off.
It was very impressive to see in action, that's for sure.
They did really well to counteract it for the beginning of the game.
They did. The game went back and forth, and I was really surprised. I thought they actually would have won the initial race on the first Immortal, but you guys pulled that off. And, I mean, you guys just played so strong. Now, why did each time that you had the Immortal, and I already know the answer, but I'm asking for people who may not know, why did you go counter to where the Immortal was going?
So early game, especially if you don't have a full shield Immortal, which is really difficult to get with how the first Immortal positions, it's kind of weak, and you're very unlikely to get more than a wall, if even that. So we decided, hey, we've got a noob Greymane and Junkrat. Why don't we just run down the other fort? And instead of getting a wall, we got a whole fort in the other lane.
Yeah, you did. It worked really well for you guys. Go ahead.
And then when it came to the later game ones where we could push with them, it just came down to where we were postured at that point and where the waves were at. If the waves were better pushed in with the Immortal, we would go with the Immortal. If like we were over with the Immortal, we would go with it. But very frequently we were just already down in that area to be in the opposite lane, and the waves were already better. So like we might as well just do that, considering we siege about as well as the Immortal does.
Awesome. I mean, yeah, you guys, I loved how you played that map. I mean, it's a lesson, and I've said this with many of your games that you played with the other when you were with Citrine and such. It's like, you know, watching players like you know, people from like lower divisions especially, and maybe even some higher divisions, they can learn, because you guys are so methodical with what you're doing, and you bring out, I'm just going to say, like semi-weird comps, but you find a way to make it win, and you've always had that on your side.
always had phenomenal teammates that always make it very easy for me to win. So that's who I'm going to point to.
Well, while we're on the topic, Docket, do you have any questions about game Battlefield of Eternity?
Honestly, no. I thought it was an extremely smooth game, and it was really easy to follow and understand what you guys were doing, and I felt like you guys did really well.
Okay, well, on that note, Chad, I will give you the opportunity to do your shoutouts.
Well, now that I'm on CCS, I have to do the obligatory legal shout out to Valk's mom.
Of course.
And then I can also do shout outs to Emily, Brainer's girlfriend, and every single one of my team members. Because, wow, BMed, we wouldn't be able to play some of these crazy comps with TLV and Samuro if we didn't have you. Cordona, absolutely phenomenal play tonight. Super, super, super proud of you. Like, incredible. Jake is just, yeah, he's okay. And then Yegi, oh my god, some of those burrow charges. Like we were saying, no, don't burrow charge, but when you did, we got some skills. And then one more time, shout out to all of Bad by Design for letting us reschedule this match because it was really, again, really kind of them.
That's awesome. Okay, well, I guess I will let you go, my friend. Go celebrate with your team. I say congratulations to you guys. Really excited by what I saw, and when I get back to full-time casting, I am probably going to be looking to try and pick up more of the games and follow your season.
Thank you, and thank you for casting us.
Oh, you know, it's my pleasure. I always like casting CCS teams. It's a lot of fun.
It's always fun to be on the CCS teams too, and don't tell anybody, but I'm also subbing for another Phoenix Rising team this season, so I'm a triple trader this time.
That's awesome. That's okay. I'm subbing for DE's team when they need me. But playing in West. Okay, my friend, I'll let you go to your team.
All right.
Tell them all congratulations from Docket and I. We were really impressed with what we saw, and can't wait to see what you guys bring in the future. So take care and be safe.
Thank you. You too. Have a wonderful night.
Take care, Chad. All right. So now we're going to wrap it up. Tell me your closing thoughts, Docket, of your first night of casting, watching a Division B Northeast CCS versus Bad by Design. Give me an overview of what you thought of your experience for casting with me.
It was really enjoyable. And I also really like playing with you because casting and playing with you because I always feel like you're so good at calling things out and it really helps me keep up with things. And I just felt like the whole casting experience went really well. And I was very pleased with what I watched. I feel like I personally learned quite a bit from those comps because I've never really seen that comp played in the lower ranks. So I'm excited. Thank you for having me.
It's my pleasure. Like I said, I always try to steal somebody from teams, you know, if they want to co-cast with me. I can go alone, but it's always fun to have a friend, right?
Absolutely.
And with us together, I was very professional. Nothing like on the team. No, I don't have to worry about HR coming after me, so I'm pretty safe there. But yeah, I'm just gonna play some music and we'll fade out of the stream, guys. So just give me 1 sec, and yeah, let the music run for a little bit.
This is not the end, she says. She's drenched in blood. You laugh and say, good God, are you crazy without enough? What's wrong with black broken rats in your ears?
All right, everybody. I want to say thank you for staying tuned for the cast. I appreciate you all greatly. My next cast is Sunday. Unfortunately, I forget what time. But I am casting on Sunday. And I want to thank you all for staying tuned for the cast. I want to thank Docket for joining me in the stream tonight. It was a lot of fun having our co-cast. And other than that, I want to say be safe, be kind to one another. Let's take care of each other in this time of anxiety. And stay safe, be well, love you all. Peace.